Chris, if we can just start with the transfer window coming to an end this week. You've always maintained that it was important for us to come out stronger than we went in. How would you assess the club's business?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've done that. We've come out of the window stronger than we went in. I think looking at the detail of that, the speed, the strength, the physicality was the main thing I think we needed to improve. Looking at the first sort of half of the season, I think we've got that with the players that we brought in. All players that are hungry, want to prove themselves. We've got young players, obviously, so we've brought in. The age of the squad's come down a little bit as well, which gives us good energy, good characters. I think we've had a really positive January.
Do you think that gives us a good base for the summer as well in terms of the recruitment? It looks like the squad you've got a really good core group now.
Yeah, I think we've evolved. I can see just in the last few days, just looking at it and reflecting on it, the evolution of since I've been here, the way that's gone, the team that we started with, and we had to change around. And then as we've gone through all the transfer windows, we've probably done as much ins and outs as any team in the country. Probably there's been so much change, but we have developed some players that have been with us for a while now that are sort of the core of the dressing room, and we're adding to it. And I think we couldn't get it all done in the summer as we maybe wanted to. So we've gone this window and improved again. So we're making progress, which is the most important thing.
Strengthened defensively as well with Jonathan Panzo coming in. He's young, good profile, left-sided central defender. He's played in the Championship before. Did he kind of tick a lot of the boxes for you?
He did, because Championship experience, again, everything around his character and the personality side was strong. I think he's left-sided, so he can fill in at left-back if necessary, but he's a left centre-back. He can play in a 3, obviously he can play in a 2. So he's got quality on the ball. He knows what the Championship's going to be like. So I think he ticked a lot of boxes. So when there's an opportunity to bring him in, and he was really keen, to come in and earn his place in the team. So I think that's another good signing for us.
And obviously Patrick on a permanent deal. You made no secret of your desire to get that one done. He's been brilliant since he's come in the building.
He has. I mean, that's like I say, I've known Pat for a long time. I think you never know. You go to a new club, you never know. Sometimes it just doesn't quite click for you, but it clicked for him here. He's been one of our best signings since the summer. Creative, he's something different. There's not many like him that can open things up when it's so tight. Intelligent, he works hard. He's really matured over the years as a player. So I think for us as a club to go and get a player like that a lot of Championship clubs at this level would be keen on come the summer. I think we've done well to get him here permanently.
And with the additions we've made, how excited now are you about this final third of this season? And is it a chance for us to really go and attack it now?
We have to, yeah. We have to enjoy it. We have to go for it. I think we've put ourselves in a good position. I think we've got some good games to look forward to. Next one coming up, obviously at home. Then we've got another home game in the league, and then a home game in the cup. So an exciting week. And my message to the players and everyone is let's enjoy this. Let's go for it. We've been playing well recently. Confidence has improved a lot. We've improved the squad. Never going to be straightforward. It never is. But each game's different. Each game's a challenge. But what I want us to do more than ever is really go for it and enjoy it, because we've shown that we can compete with any team in this league. It's not really about the opposition now. We've seen everyone. We see what's out there. It's about us. It's about bringing our energy, our intensity, our football to every single game and seeing where it takes us.
And when you look at how tight the league has been, especially this season, do you sense that, I know you're never one who's going to make predictions, but do you sense that there is an opportunity for us, as there is a lot of clutcher teams in this division? Yeah,
we are in the mix with a load of other teams. I've sort of, you stop looking at the league really so much week to week, game to game, because it just fluctuates so much and there's such little between it. What's most important to me is how are we doing? Are we making progress? How are we playing? And I've been encouraged by recent weeks. We've been on a very good run of form, and the return we've got for that's been excellent at this level. So no, I think go for it. We'll go as far as we can and give it everything. There's 16 league games and obviously the cup game to go, and hopefully more cup games after that one. So an exciting end or last third of the season, I would say. And I think the atmosphere within the training ground this week has reflected that the players are ready to go and attack it.
And when you look at the profile of the squad we've got now, are we better equipped maybe to deal with in-game situations as well? Maybe bringing players off the bench and having that depth can clearly help.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at someone like, going back to Patrick Roberts, there was times where in 3 game weeks he's had to play 90 minutes, and probably something I've reflected on is during those weeks, with a bit of travel in there as well, we've probably looked a little bit too leggy or lacked a bit of zip and sharpness, you know, as we've gone through the week, and our performance has dropped as a result. So I think having depth, whether that's changing players between games, within games, is going to be crucial for us. You know, as some have played a lot of football, you know, and they need to be fresh enough to give their best, you know, and I think that's what we've got the option to do now.
And the win at Oxford last week was probably a prime example of that. Players that came off the bench all played their part. The team didn't look weakened at any point throughout that 90 minutes.
Exactly, yeah. I think they all came into a game. It's always a little bit, you're away from home, the pitch wasn't great, you sort of 1-0 up, the game's in the balance a little bit in that sense, and you know, but they all came in and showed some of their qualities, you know, and obviously we got the second goal and we finished strong. So yeah, I think what's also been very handy is that we've had 2 weeks of training. So we've had proper training sessions, hard training sessions, tactical training sessions, detailed meetings, so the new players can get up to speed with how we play, and we can start to, you know, form a bit of a new team, if you like, because of the 4 or 5 players that have come in. So I think in that sense, it's been a good couple of weeks.
And back-to-back home games now, so this is an ideal opportunity to register some more points and put ourselves firmly in the mix.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as I've always said all along, every single time I'm asked, it's always about the next game for me. So yes, we've got obviously West Brom and Leeds after this one, but it's all about this next one. We're at home, we're against a team with quality players. I know enough about them to know that they've got quality. It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a game that we're really going to have to be at our best to win. There's no doubt about that. I'm under no illusions there, because I know what we're up against. So, but we are. The main thing for me is that we keep that same energy that we've had in recent games and we go for it.
Leicester on Saturday, a club you know well, but one who might be disappointed with their league position currently, but they've still got a lot of attacking threat across the pitch, haven't they?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think it's clear what some of the quality and experience they've got within their squad. I know it. But it's not about Leicester City. It's about Birmingham City. It's about what we bring, you know, what we do, and how we've been playing. And you know, the games are always unpredictable. You're never quite sure. But what we have to do is make sure that we're as close to our best as possible, and we give ourselves a great chance.
And just finally, Chris, on the injury front, Damari said last week that he's aiming to try and be back for the cup game against Leeds. How big a boost would that be for you?
Well, it'd be a huge boost. I think he's been a big player. Another one that we could safely say has been a successful addition to the squad. He's had big moments. You know, he's a big player for us. He's got a lot of experience now. He's one of the more senior type players. So I think having him back for the last third of the season will be massive.